Well, Ian, congratulations on your victory. I know you got to walk in to hear some potential criticism of it, but what are your initial thoughts after the fight?
I mean, firstly, that's ridiculous. 7-0 in the UFC, the second person ever to go 7-0 in the welterweight division, the current longest active win streak in welterweight. What was listless about it, out of curiosity, from your point of view? Footwork, speed, elusivity. If Geoff Neal was running at you swinging bombs, what would you do? You'd fucking run. Do you know what I mean? Like, that dude hits like a truck. My job is to make him miss and to counter. My job is to upset his rhythm, upset his footwork, and find avenues to take advantage of his mistakes. That was the best Geoff Neal we've seen today. He didn't bite on feints. He didn't bite on reactions as well as he normally did. And he hits like a truck. Do you know what I mean? The truth is, he slowed the fight down and grappled because he wasn't happy with the striking he was having. He slowed the fight down and tried to grapple and take me down. Another person who couldn't. And the truth is, my speed and my accuracy and my footwork, it just tricks people. And they're just on the end of my rope, and I just pull them in and I take advantage of them. So, look, say what you want, have whatever opinion you want. My hand got raised. I'm breaking records again. I'm doing what I do, and I'm still not done. I've got so much time to go. So, yeah.
Are you happy with it? I mean, are you happy with the way it turned out? Because, you know, you're saying, hey, it was a win, and I don't care what you say. But, like, you know, as you said, he was maybe more difficult. I think you had a lot of respect for him, but I think he was maybe even more difficult than you thought he would be tonight.
If I got dropped 14 times in a round and still managed to win, I'd still be happy with myself. My job is to get my hand raised. If I went out there and got beaten for 14 minutes and I knocked him out, I'm still happy I got my hand raised. I am my harshest critic. I will go back and I will watch the fight. I know I wish I was able to set up a bit more kicks and make the fluidity of the combinations what I normally see, but the truth is, if you crack Geoff Neal or you take an inch too much, he's going to put you unconscious, and you have to respect that. There isn't many people in the welterweight division that possess the power he has in that hand. So you got to respect it. You got to give it the time it deserves, and you got to find that way to find that success. I mean, he started leaning. I started making him lean. Did you see those knees to the face? I'm fucking surprised he took some of them. Do you know what I mean? He ate 2 or 3 clean. And that was because I'm making him reach. That's because of my disc control, my footwork. I am such an intelligent fighter that if I go out there for 15 minutes, I can fight for 2 more rounds. I can fight for 25 minutes. I can do it clean. I can do it like amazingly. And I can do it and not take a hell of a lot of damage. That's the most important thing. I want to be active. I want to continue to fight. If I go out there and let Geoff Neal hit me 40 times, chances are I'm not going to be able to turn around quite quickly, right? I can. Give me 2 or 3 weeks off. I'm going on holiday for you, my family now. I'm going to rest, recover, go have some sun, some beach. And then we'll try to book that Colby date next. You know what I mean? That's what I want next. So let's make it happen.
Outside of the fight itself, what did you think of fight week? I mean, you know, you're flipping off the crowd and telling them, I don't care if you boo me. I mean, you're kind of embracing, I guess, people disliking you, but is that hard for you? I mean, I can't imagine, like, you come in saying, I don't want people to like me. I don't want fans. I want to get booed. I mean, is that difficult for you?
I don't care whether people love me or hate me. I'm doing what I love. I'm a kid who had a dream, and I'm up here living it. Do you know what I mean? I watched Conor go through everything that he went through, and oh, I just want to, that's what the life I want to live. I want to put on a show. I want to fight for a living. I want to travel the world and train with the best coaches in the world, the best teammates on the planet. And I'm living my dream, and there's no one that can wipe that smile off my face, and there's still nobody in the world that can take that O off me. And I'm going to keep proving that. And whether they love me or hate me, whether they cheer, they boo, if my hand gets raised, I'm still going to become a world champion, whether they like it or not.
Last thing for me, you know, when you came into the UFC, you said, look, I'm not in a rush. I'm building myself here. But, you know, where you stand now, you're talking about Colby Covington, who's right up at the top of the division. I mean, you get that fight and get that win. Are we talking about world title fights at that point?
No, I want to earn it. I really want to earn it so that people don't say it's listless and it's undeserved. I think it's ridiculous that people say we rush up the ladder. For me, I never want that on my career. That's my 3rd top 15 guy. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat Colby Covington like we've never seen before. And then I want a top 3 opponent. someone who's in that title contention, because the truth is Colby's biggest claim to fame is he's fought for 3 world titles and he's lost all 3. He's not as good as people think he is. You get beaten by a young, talented, up-and-coming prospect, one of the best we've ever seen, you don't come back from that. And the truth is, I'll match him pace on cardio. I'll match him for output. He doesn't possess anywhere near the power Geoff Neal does. He has great wrestling. Cool, put me on my back. I'm training with Damien Maya. See what happens if you put me on my back. I'll choke him unconscious. I promise you, I will end that fight. I'll finish that fight and I'll rid the UFC of Colby Covington for once and for all. Like, he needs to be gone. I'm sick of his nonsense. He's a piece of shit.
Ian, right here. Just kind of going off that, you laid up the upside of a Colby fight in terms of ranking and all that stuff pretty well, but the flip side of it is we know the type of things he's going to say and what he's going to do to build the fight. It seems like, given just where you've gone mentally in the past few months, is that something you would embrace, be ready for, dread?
Let him write his script. Let him do the panto. Let him do the act. Let him do everything. I'm going to get to punch him in the face. He can talk about me, my wife, my family, my kids. He can talk about whatever he wants. He gets the pass because he's going to sign the contract. As long as he shows up and be's a man, I will punch the mouth off him, and I hope I hit him so hard he's never able to speak again.
And you said earlier this week, got a little bit of backlash from the comment about maybe being too big to headline in Ireland, and I think maybe people didn't understand.
They took that the wrong way.
Yeah, do you just kind of want to explain, and maybe people who didn't understand that?
What I mean is that I don't want to become too highly ranked and too important for the UFC to not put on pay-per-views. I want to bring the UFC back to Ireland. I've got my fucking my bleeding Paddy's Day dunks on. Like, I'm trying to get the UFC back to Dublin. I'm trying to do it. But the truth is, I'm fighting on the biggest cards in the world. I'm fighting the next best guy. And I'm moving. And I need the UFC to help me bring them back. What I mean by getting too big is I don't want to become the world champion. And then the UFC go, yeah, you're fighting in America. You're fighting in the biggest stadiums. Ireland doesn't have a stadium big enough for it. And if they couldn't fucking do it with Conor McGregor, then the chances are they're probably not going to do it anyone ever again. Do you know what I mean? So, like, people took that the wrong way. I think everyone got what I meant, and the people that didn't just ran with it. So thank you for helping me.
Ian right here.
What's up, sir? How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Congratulations. Ian, obviously there's been so much going back to, last November, December, and your family being at the center of it. Can you just talk a little bit about those conversations at home and just having that support and strength to get through everything and all that outside noise that has been going on in the media?
My wife has a smile on her face tonight. My little boy is at home in bed asleep. We go to Bahia on holiday on the weekend. Nothing that is said online or by people who are completely irrelevant matters to me or my family. There was a time at which it did hurt, and there was a time at which it did sting to have people, and still to this day it still stings. But the truth is, we're living our dream, we're traveling the world, we're happy, and we're proud of what we do as parents, as a couple, as soulmates. People can talk all the shit in the world. At the end of the day, my hand's getting raised, my wife is happy, my kids are happy, my family's doing amazing things, and I keep winning. So unless any of that changes, I'm not changing a single thing. If there's a reason that you don't love me later, then maybe we'll talk. But until you keep smiling, we're going to keep running with it.
And then can you walk me through a little bit? You're in the back. You're obviously getting ready. You know the crowd is probably going to make some noise again when you get out there. Just what's going through your mind when you finally go through that curtain?
I had a little cry backstage like I always do. Pulled my team close, prayed with them, let out all the emotions before I went on my journey. Let it all out. Let the tears flow. Thank the Lord for the power I possess, the ability I possess. Asked him to give me his speed, and boy did he give it to me. I was fast tonight, I was elusive tonight. The amount of videos you could chop up of Geoff swinging and missing tonight is impressive. I'm just very grateful to have the people around me I have, to be able to make the walk so actively and so consistently. The truth is, had I fought had I not gotten pneumonia, I would have fought fucking 5-6 times in the last 12 months. There isn't people like me in this sport that's active. I'm going to turn around and make this Colby fight as soon as I possibly can on the biggest card I can. And after that, I'm going to go towards the end of the year and get another big opponent. I've done too many fights that people can't keep up. I'm 7-0 in the UFC. Do you know, the second guy ever to go 7-0 after Kamaru Usman. So say what you want about my performances, say what you want about me, the speed, the power, the intelligence, everything is there. And I'm just going to keep that proving that I am right, that I'm going to get that belt wrapped around me, I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to have a smile on my face when it gets there. Appreciate you.
Ian, just curious, whose idea was it to use Layla as a walkout song tonight?
Layla has been my walkout song for the last 4 or 5 songs now, 4 or 5 fights. And the reason behind it is because I love that woman. And when I fight, it's to make sure that she knows that I love her and everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to go out there and I got that. But more than ever tonight, it meant so much to know that I'm playing her song to all these fucking dickheads in the stands who are booing her and saying shit. Truth is, she's the only person that matters in that stadium at that time. I want to put a smile on her face, and I love her. She's my wife. I've got her name tattooed on my body. She's the mother of my child. I don't care what people have to say. She's got a smile on her face. She enjoys the show. That's all that matters.
And last one from me, why didn't you go with the unplugged version?
I don't know. I like that one. I don't know. The guitar does differently. My favorite one is the acoustic version, but it ain't got the
energy,
the oomph for a walkout song. But I like that one a lot. I think maybe talk to the UFC about the unplugged version. Maybe that's on them with the rights. I appreciate you.
Hey, Ian.
What's up?
In case Colby turns you down.
He doesn't have a choice. He doesn't have a choice. He's lost 3 title fights. He doesn't have a choice. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but there is no other fucking option for him. Who else are they going to put? He's not going to sign to fight grapplers, that's for sure. He's not going to fight Wonder Boy Thompson. Do you know what I mean? What's the point in putting them two together? He's going to do what he's fucking told, and he's going to fight a young up-and-coming prospect so I can fucking take him out of the division, wipe him off the top 15, and the UFC can go, great, right, that's been great. Let's take that and run with it. Now ask questions, sorry.
That's all good. He has a history of turning down fights. So if he does turn it down, like, are you open to fight a young prospect like a Jack Della, Sean Brady, Shavkat, or do you want like a Stephen Thompson, Colby, as someone who's fought for a title?
I am a fighter who says yes. I don't say no. I don't be picky. I say yes, where, when. That's it. The truth is, I call out who I want. Colby's the biggest name in the division without a title. Going out and beating him does so much. He also, look, I might be talking shit about him. There's a lot of respect on his name from all the MMA community. Do you know what I mean? He wrestles hard, he puts output in fights, but he's just no way, he's not 1/10 of the fighter I am. And it's my job to go out there and prove that. And I would do that with a smile on my face. I don't believe he's in a position to be picking and choosing his fights now. If he wants to fight, he's going to do what he's told. And I'm sure Hunter and Dana will tell him that.
And then finally, there was a clip that came out today of you checking some fans that were talking about your wife.
Oh my God, he's a fucking dickhead. He said, "Get that crazy lady out of your car." I told the guy to stop the fucking car. Come over and say that to her face. He folded. People, honestly, it happened today. I'm not going to mention names or who it did, but someone fucking said something to me outside, and I just was like, "Oi, get the fuck back here. Talk to me. Calm down." When you put someone on the spot and you call them out for the shit they've said, they crumble. It's like you can see the masculinity in them go, "Oh, I fucked up and now he's going to hurt me." Like, it just changes. When you call people out, we've all seen it, whether it's a boss at work or, a child who knows they fucked up and they go, "Uh-oh," and they look at you. It's like, you can see it in people's eyes. When you call people out for the shit they say, you need to. Do you know what I mean? Justice is important. That guy needed it. He was a fucking arsehole. Sorry for my language.
Over here. Obviously, this fight week, you were kind of welcomed as like the villain of that fight. So are you going to embrace this role going forward, or is it just something that doesn't really cross your mind?
I couldn't care less. I have a smile on my face. I'm a happy, proud man. I don't care what people are saying. I don't care what the noise is. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to show up. I'm going to make weight. I'm going to fight. I'm going to get my hand raised. And that's all that matters to me, man. I genuinely can't get that across enough.
Awesome. And obviously, you fought Vegas, Charlotte, Boston, MSG, now California. Which has been your favorite place and why?
Really, I genuinely love California. I think the weather, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's got the beach, it's got the green, I like golf, it's got some really good golf courses. It's just been a really, really calm, peaceful city to be in, and I'm very happy that we got to experience it. That's one thing that I love to do about traveling the world. I knew the travel would come, and now the success is coming, the travel's getting greater, and I get to experience many, many places and different cultures, and I love it.
And I saw that you had those dunks on. Are you a big shoe head or sneaker head or not?
I'm getting more into it. I'm getting my little collection on, but I'm getting there. I like them a lot. I need to get more knowledgeable on them though.
Congratulations.
Appreciate you, man.
Ian, as a fellow vegan, what is your post-fight celebratory meal looking like?
I'm going to go find a nice vegan pizza. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to eat it. The truth is, veganism has changed my game. It's given me the ability to be that fresh in the third round and keep that moving, keep that speed, and do everything I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm going to keep running with it. I'm going to keep doing it. And I genuinely believe it means all the world to me for success. And the way in which I cut weight because of the vegan diet means that I'm more hydrated and I can take those shots from a Geoff Neal. I can absorb those shots and I can recover so quickly. And that's genuinely the most important thing to me. Health is everything.
Have you had any good vegan food here in LA? I know there's a lot of good spots here.
No, I had my nutritionist here, and he makes all my meals for me. He looks after me. He protects me. He makes sure that I've got the immune system during fight week when people normally get sick and they drop. Obviously, after the last fight, we had to make sure of that. But we just made sure that everything was spick and span, A1, and we just looked after ourselves and do what we do best. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.